Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here, and welcome to the world of Biomutant. Biomutant launches today, May 25th, for PC, Xbox and PlayStation, and it will see you take on the role of, well, this little mutant creature here whilst you explore this plague-ridden land where the Tree of Life is dying and the tribes are at war, and it's up to you to either unite them or, well, bring them all crashing down. Throughout your adventure, you will make many choices, both to influence the story and the series of events that follow, but also in the way that you play the game, build your character, and build your arsenal. The martial arts style combat system allows for varying degrees of customization and differing playstyles, mixing shooting, melee combat, and mystical abilities. So, in this video, I thought I'd put together a handy beginner's guide to go over everything you need to know before starting your adventure. I also want to very kindly thank THQ Nordic and Experiment 101 for sponsoring this video and giving me a chance to check out the game. If you guys do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and be sure to comment down below if you have any more questions. But to begin with, let's start with character creation. At the start of the game, you will have the ability to customize your little Biomutant. There are 6 different breeds to choose from, and each one of these leans more towards a specific stat distribution, whilst also looking unique too. Following this, you can then further customize your chosen stat if you really want to lean more heavily into one particular option, which for me was strength because I wanted to be big and strong. You will also select your resistance, which will come in handy later when navigating some of the more unforgiving terrain. However, it is important to note that while these choices will influence your starting loadout and the skills that you initially have access to, pretty much all skills can be learned by any breed in game, and all weapon types can also be used too, so you won't find yourself locked out of any particular playstyle or an area of the map if you pick one breed over another. This will merely influence how you begin your journey, so while choice is still important, don't let it bog you down too much. Just make a mutant that looks cool, and worry about the rest later on. Next up, as you're exploring the world, make sure to be on the lookout for signposts, as they act as fast travel points around the map. You leave your mark on them by, well, peeing on them, but since you'll be exploring the 4 corners of the world and hopping around the map as you assist the tribes, building up a map of fast travel locations will make your life much easier later on in the game. Additionally, whilst exploring the world, make sure you stray off the beaten track, since doing so will often lead you to a variety of collectible items, many of which help shape your character and your adventure. Finding Bioblob containers will give you Bioblob resource, which can be used in the menu to unlock mutations, which are essentially special abilities, and some of these cost more, so you'll need to collect this as you go. Scrap totems are these junk towers, which can be destroyed by attacking them, and they also yield materials that are used for crafting. Psi poles are the sort of tent-looking obelisks that you will then go to pray at, and you'll unlock psi points, which can then unlock special psi powers, which are yet more special abilities. And green leaf plants are these little sort of plants that you jump through to obtain green leaf, which is a currency used throughout the game to purchase items. So while you can very easily follow the objectives and complete your missions, it does pay to explore a little bit if you want to unlock as much as possible. Furthermore, on the topic of exploring, whilst out and about, make sure you loot absolutely everything, since doing so will often reward you with items that can be used in crafting or handy healing items as you go. See, crafting is a big component of this game. As you progress, you'll discover items. Sometimes they'll be scrap parts, other times actual weapons. Weapons you don't like or don't want can actually be dismantled to yield parts, and these can then be used to craft new and more powerful weapons. Sometimes you might not have all the necessary parts to completely craft something from scratch, but you can also use items that you found to enhance and beef up your existing weapons. Swapping out a handle, a blade, a barrel, or something else can alter the stats. Keep in mind, items come in different rarities, with the rarer items having a higher chance at having special abilities. So exploring, looting, and dismantling as you go is a surefire way to provide you with plenty of crafting options. Plus, later on, you'll encounter vendors who will also sell you not only weapons, but parts, so you can take advantage of that green leaf currency to buy yet more things to craft with. Another thing you're going to do in-game is to align with a tribe and do battles. At the start of the game, you're told about 2 of the warring tribes and how one of them wants to unite the world and bring peace, meanwhile the other one wants to hurry along the end of days and have the world reset, essentially. Choosing to side with the tribe will not only alter how you play the game, but will also more importantly allow you to unlock weapons and armour. Each tribe leader, or Sifu, has a unique tribe weapon. Aligning with the tribe will see you awarded this as you complete some of their quests alongside their unique tribe armour. Meanwhile, defeating the opposing tribe by taking over their territory and defeating their Sifu will also allow you to claim that missing weapon. As you complete these tasks, you'll discover more tribes, and while you do align with one of them at the start, you can change allegiances later on. So if you want to get more out of your experience and you want to unlock some items that you otherwise wouldn't be able to attain, following the tribe questlines is where you want to focus. And then finally, as you play throughout the game, you'll also encounter the aura system, which is essentially dark and light choices. When speaking to NPCs, taking part in certain key story moments, or even finding creatures or other characters around the world, you have moral choices that you can make. Depending on how you act, you will earn points for either the dark or the light side. And while initially this might not seem like it has much impact, it does act somewhat like a gameplay currency, in that later in the game, certain side powers are unlocked the more you lean to one particular side. However, again, much like when making your character, it is still possible to unlock both dark and light abilities if you balance your points, so you won't necessarily be locked out of anything. But that being said, that, my friends, is pretty much it. That is your quick start guide to the world of Biomutant and some of the stuff that you should keep in mind as you begin your journey. I hope this was helpful and giving you some stuff to focus on, but for the time being, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. If you want to catch more from us at HyperX Gaming, don't forget you can catch the guys 269 and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch weekdays, playing a variety of games. If you guys want to jump in, tune in, watch, and even join in, then make sure you check them out. The links to those are in the description box down below, and of course you can join the Discord to get involved in all of the discussions.